Bullen in the batter's box. Singled and scored his last time around. One out with runners at first and second. And here's the first one. Hit sharply towards the hole. And Helton comes home. Take a look down there in the bullpen. They've got a lefty up and throwing.
Well, I don't see him coming in just yet. I mean, with a righty in the on-deck circle, I don't think that's the matchup they want.
Yes, at the plate now.
You know, Gary, I think you're losing a little something here. I don't think this guy's nearly as solid defensively as the one he's replacing, so interesting move.
Well, he's collecting his hut shot towards the hole. He grabs it. Gets one. And he's going to hang on to it. No relay, so they will not get the double play.
I'll tell you what, he's out there, and you're counting on him maybe to drive the ball to the wall, but instead, they'll take it. A productive out, picking up a run.
It's going to be to Jesus. Wow, Steve, is this offense coming? A swing, a ball hit high, deep into right field. And bye-bye. That's a two-run homer. Perfect time for a two-run homer. That's what they wanted to get the advantage.
Now, Blue Jays offense getting it done right now. They take the lead, getting the big hits that they want, Gary.
Here it comes. Oh! Fouled off. Pitch on the way. Swing and a long high drive left field way back there. And goodbye home run. The production for the Jays goes on. The two-run lead is turned into a three-run ball game after that solo shot and a great swing.
All right, now Toronto's got to be pretty darn happy. With their offensive approach.
Now the first pitch. Swing and lined up the middle. And again, this lineup right now on fire. And here's what the Red Sox schedule looks like. The series with Toronto ends Wednesday. They take a road trip to face a team they beat in the previous series between the two. The Mariners hosting that one. That is a 4-game road series. Then they'll continue the road trip for the next series. The Oakland Athletics will be hosting. Quite a bit of time away from home for them over these next several games. It's going to be Gagne. He'll grab a bat and hit here.
They're going to go to the pinch hitter in this situation, trying to get that big hit to bring this runner home.
That's foul back behind the plate. Foul! Here's the pitch. There's a smash towards the hole. Here's a look at teams on a roll. Our State Farm leaderboard, the lineups with the best batting average this past month. The Orioles #1, the Red Sox 2nd, in 3rd the Tigers, Jays 4th, and the Mariners 5th.
Now we may see some real fireworks right here over the last month. Both these clubs really swinging the bat very well and are hitting for a very high batting average.
Chen gets called on to take over the mound duties as the Red Sox bring him in as a reliever. And he struck him out. The side is finally retired. Not before they tally 5 times, thanks to 2 home runs in the inning. The Blue Jays gaining the upper hand here. On board, Gary Thorne, Steve Phillips. John Kruk, as we bring you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. And Dillon's in the box. Last outing for the Red Sox was a W. That win coming after opening up the 3-game series, dropping the first 2 against the Braves. Borst coming in now, and he'll be the new pitcher. As the Blue Jays bring in their reliever, good movement to that cutter, and he's in the hole now, 0-2. So going back to that last victory, a home win, 10 innings. Good way to end it.
Well, fitting way to end that game, yes, but it did take the extra innings, but they will take it.
Low, and it's 1-2.
Oh, 9 outs to go right now and leading by 3. I mean, I think you have to start throwing strikes. Just go at the hitters, force them to put it in play. Do not give them free passes.
Well, he finished that one off with a strikeout. Nice pitch.
Took a big hack at that one up in the zone. He's going to be seeing that one in his dreams all night long.
And it's Gobb batting. Called out on strikes in his last appearance. Just missed with the fastball, 1-0.
Offensively, now they've got to start to work the count. They've got to try to get base runners on and get things going here. I mean, you've got 1 out here in the 7th inning. It's not too late to try to make up some of this deficit.
Slider just missed. As the black falls behind 2-0.
Trying to throw it in on the hitter's hands right here. Trying to get him to flinch and open.
Lined right at the second baseman. And that's in plenty of time for the out. All-star break not too far away. Here's what's coming up for the Blue Jays. They'll wrap up the series with Boston Wednesday. They bring in another first-place club, the Los Angeles Angels. That's Thursday through Sunday. They'll stay right there for the next set of games. The Kansas City Royals. Home sweet home for a while here. They'll try to make the most of it. Oh, and he lays off the fastball. Good pitch, 1-1.
Well, they need a big 2-out rally right here. Try to see if you can't reduce this 3-run lead a little bit. Leave yourself something to do in the 8th and 9th, but try to peck away at it right here.
Hard slider misses, 2-2. The pitch. Now it's popped up behind home plate. And looked for a moment like he had a chance to make that play, but not to be. And he fouls off another one.
Well, the pitcher's got to think now, boy, what can I do to get this guy out? I just threw a great pitch on the outside part of the plate, and he just got enough of it to foul it off. Now you got to work.
And he pops it up. Should have room back there. Thought he could make a play there, but it didn't happen. Swung and a ground ball to third. Throws on to first in time to retire the side. Not a lot. And we've got Helton batting. He's going to lead off here as we go to the 8th. And the first pitch. Slider swung on and missed. 0-1.
Well, what an unbelievable pitch right there. He starts it off the plate, and he breaks it back over the outside corner of the plate. That's a backdoor slider. What a devastating pitch.
Hit on the ground. Bates. That's one down. All-star break looming large now. We take a look at the Eastern Division race courtesy of State Farm. Blue Jays out in front, first place. In second place, it's the Red Sox. In third place, it's the Yankees. Fourth belongs to the Orioles, and it's the Rays in the last slot.
Well, Toronto has so many different ways to win ball games. Now that's why they're sitting atop the American League East, because everybody seems to contribute day in and day out.
Swung on and fouled away. Single homer run in his last at bat.
There's 2 RBIs here, Gary, and obviously a big part of this team's offense today. That's why they're winning.
He swings, hits a ball to right field. And that's out number 3. And so out of the inning, only 8 pitches thrown. That's pretty efficient. And the Red Sox coming up next. Ashby up at the plate. He'll start things off. Bottom half, 8th inning. Here we go. Here's the first pitch. Taps this one foul off to the left. Here's the pitch. Takes one off the plate to even the count at 1.
Obviously getting late right now, Gary, and I think that from the pitching perspective, you'll trade an out for a run at this stage of the game, understanding that for every out you get, you're closer to winning.
Swinging a drive, deep left center. Into the alleyway. He'll likely get extra bases on this. He's going to try for 3.
A lot of times when you think of a triple, you're thinking of runs batted in, 1 or possibly 2. But this time he's the only guy in base. But he's leading off this inning with that triple and a chance for a big inning.
Brower up now. He walked and later scored his last time through. Huller gets the call to come in and take the baseball as the Blue Jays bring in their reliever. Pauses, and now the 1-0. Ugly pitch. Catcher able to somehow scoop that out. And he comes back with one that's in there, and it's 2-1.
Well, the hitter must have thought that was either going to go too far out of the zone or too high. He takes the pitch, but it's a strike.
Comes set. Here's the 2-1 pitch. It's fouled off. Fastball in there, called third strike, 1 out.
We got a second now to see the 4-seam fastball in K-Camp.
Great setup this time with the off-speed pitch, and following it up, he couldn't catch up to the heater. Couldn't even get a bat off his shoulder.
Great combination of pitches when you can freeze a hitter like that. It's Harrison at the plate. Last time up, he walked, forced in a run. And this one's up the middle. And the diving stop, he's up. And the throw's in time at first. Mercy, what a play. Diving stop and a nice throw, too.
Well, he showed great range on that one. I didn't think he had any chance to get it, but able to get it and get on his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Tremendous job.
Now a ball hit high in the air. Left field, way back. Out of here, a home run. Excellent job with a big fly ball. Now they trail by only 1.
Well, the Red Sox offense on a mission right here, cutting into this lead, narrowing the deficit. They've cut it close.
Ball 1 started off the at-bat. It's 1-0. And in a clutch situation, Steve, a big-time home run, this puts this game up for grabs.
And if you can follow the home run with more offense, it can make such a difference. Keep that momentum going.
Here's the 1-1. Ooh, tough to lay off there, but it's 2-1.
So much offense, so little pitching, and nobody can seem to make the big pitch to get out of an inning when they're in a jam. And you have to credit these at-bats here today, Gary.
Towards center field, and that'll do it as Helton puts it away. So they strike. And for those of you just joining in, I'm Gary Thorne along with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. We bring you Major League Baseball here on Swings, and there's a drive high in the air. That'll be off the green monster out there in left.
Well, a great job right there by the first hitter in this inning to get on base. And, you know, a lot of big innings are started with that first guy getting on. And you have 1 or 2 big innings in a game, and that can be the difference. in the outcome.
It's going to be DeJesus. He homered earlier in the ballgame.
Quality, productive at bats, driving in a run, and then the big home run as well. So their team's winning. He's been a big part of the production.
Line down the right field line, but a foul ball. Hit in the air to center field. One away. Aguila into the batter's box. Hit a home run in his last at bat. Runner at first with one down. Oh, he's trying to steal second. The pitch swung on, line to right center field. That should be a base hit. The runner's coming around second, on his way to third.
Well, a guy that just continues to swing the bat well in this ball game. 3 hits right now so far, and it comes with 1 out in the inning. Can it start a rally?
Epps at the plate. Had a base hit his last time up. He sends this one in the air towards center. 2 away. Runners on the move. Probably thinking about the matchups here as we check the bullpen. Left-handers throwing.
Oh, that's right. I think they're getting him loosened up to face the hitter in the on-deck circle.
It's going to be Gagne. He's 1 for 1 so far. And starts him out here. Here's a swing and a line drive. And he hits a base hit into center. Now here comes a runner for the plate.
It doesn't matter who's on the mound or what they're throwing. These guys can hit it. They are just together, building confidence and whacking at it.
It's Cologne at the plate. 0 for 4 in this one. Here's the first pitch. A line drive toward short. And that's out number 3. So they load the base. Fincher up now. He's driven home 3 in this one.
I think it's safe to say that he's done his job so far on this one, driving in runs, the home run as well, and they're trailing, but certainly not on his shoulders.
And the first pitch, a swing and a fly ball to left center field, and it's in there, the tying run on board. He's going to try and test him here.
You're talking about a guy who's swinging a pretty hot bat right now. His 3rd hit of this ball game, and it comes with nobody out in the inning.
And Dillon's in the box. 0 for 2 thus far. Here's the delivery. Trying to bunt his way aboard. He misses for a strike. And time is called. So we're going to see if they want to make a move here or just buy a little time.
I'm not sure they're going to make the switch right now. It's going to be interesting to see which way they go.
Pulls it back 1-1. And he lays one down here. And he's safe in there at first.
A good heads-up play right there, getting the lead runner and keeping him out of scoring position. Not a real good bunt. Now, Gary, we've had quite a game leading up to this moment, and this could be the defining moment. Now, we got a bona fide.
This one swung on and driven hard. That's 2 gone. And they just tried to hold him there at first. Bates at the plate. 0 for 1 thus far. Runner on first, 2 away. Guidry will come in and pitch as Toronto brings him in to close.
This is where the manager earns his money. Let's see if this move pays off.
Fastball misses low that time, 1-1.
That 2-seam fastball is such an effective pitch. One, because it gets ground ball outs, but
there he goes for second. And he is out trying to take second.
Toronto comes away with the win, Gary. They did what they needed to do to pull this one out and have to be feeling pretty good about the way they played today.
Now our player of the game, and I don't think it's going to be a surprise. He's got our pick in this contest.
Yeah, I mean, this guy came out and made this team look like world beaters today. Couple of hits, and he went big fly. All in all, it adds up to a nice day's work, and they come away on top.
And they come into hostile territory, Steve, and take this one by 1 run.
Well, both teams had a chance to win it. Goes down to the very end, but the visiting club outplayed them.
I guess it's that time again. We wrap up this 2K Sports broadcast of MLB. John? And in the batter's box, it's Burton. 0 for 4 in this one. Aguila into the batter's box. He'll grab a bat and hit here.
With 2 runners on base and a chance for a big inning, they're going to the pinch hitter, trying to see if they can't generate some offense this inning.
And a fly ball, and this could be it. That's going to be a wrap. Final out of the ball game.
Okay, well played ball game today. The Boston Red Sox showed up to play.
Always like to recognize the play. And Steve, that ought to send these.
Well, this ball club got off to that. A great start in April, and look at what it's done for them.
The first pitch. First pitch is a slider in there, 0-1. We're at the top of the standings as you close in on the midway point of the season. That's exactly where you want to be.
And a lot of teams seem to flame out as the season goes on. The longer you play, the more your inconsistencies will show up in the standings. Let's see if this team can continue to play great.
Wanted to get him fishing, but he misses 1 and 2.
But Gary's a pitcher ahead in the count right now, 1-2. You can afford to waste a pitch or two to see if you can't get him to hit one of your pitches.
Swung and a ground ball to third. Over to first for out number 1. All-star break not too far away. Here's what's coming up for the Blue Jays. This Boston series wraps up today. They look to add on more victories against a team they've had the upper hand against, the Los Angeles Angels. That series is 4 games. They'll stay right there for the next set of games. The Kansas City Royals, home sweet home for a while here. They'll try to make the most of it. Brower is up now, 1 for 2 in the ballgame. And the first pitch. This one swung on and driven hard. And Helton's there. He comes up with it easily here. Here are the teams with the highest batting averages for this month, courtesy of State Farm. The Orioles, number 1. Blue Jays in second. The Red Sox third. The Tigers fourth. Number 5, the Royals rounded out.
Well, if you're a fan coming to this ball game, what you're going to see are two teams that are at the top of their game as far as batting average goes. They're putting the ball in play. They're getting a lot of hits, and this is going to be one of those exciting games. Feel sorry for the pitcher, though, because these two teams will make you work, and you make a mistake, they will get a base hit. It's going to be a fun game to watch if you like offense.
It's now 0-1. Watch that fastball go by.
The hitter lays off this pitch, realizing you can't do much. When you get that kind of four-seam fastball down and away, it's tough to hit.
And he swings and hits this one foul. And he fouls another one off. Here's the pitch. Swung on, bounced weakly to second. De Jesus, he'll throw on to first, and that'll do it for this half inning. And a frustrated Lulin is the batter now. Ground out victim last time through. And here's the first one. It's fouled off. Swing and a liner to right center. And it's through into the gap. Should be extra bases. This one rolls through to the wall.
I've got a moment to see how the Blue Jays are doing this year rank-wise in the American League. First in stolen bases, second in batting average, and they're the number 2 team in home runs. That ability to drive themselves in when they walk up to the plate.
Swing, a ball hit high in the air, deep to left field. And goodbye, home run. The production for the Jays goes on. Now a 4-run ball game. They just doubled their lead on that one.
All right, now Toronto's got to be pretty darn happy with their offensive approach.
And here's the first one. There's a swing and a ball hit well. Straight away, center field. It ricochets off the wall. De Jesus headed for third. The throw, that tag, and he is out at third. Aguila into the batter's box. Had a base hit his last time up. Swings at that fastball and misses. 0-1. The pitch, back up the middle. Andrus with a pickup. In time for the out. Chance now to check out the schedule for Boston. They wrap up this series with Toronto today. They take a road trip to face a team they beat in the previous series between the two. The Seattle Mariners will be hosting. Boy, he scorched that one. That was right over the mound. Throws to first, side is retired. Only had a couple. We've got Ellerton in the batter's box. He'll start things off. Bottom half, 8th inning. Pollard will come in and pitch. He'll be relieving for the Blue Jays now. That swung on, line towards the gap in left center. That one in the alley. This could be 2 or more. So with nobody out, he's aboard at second after that double.
Well, this happens a lot. You bring in a reliever, possibly a specialist or just a guy to try to get a nice fresh arm in there. A lot of times these pitching changes result in an extra base hit like we just saw. He had a great AB right there, though.
Chris is the batter.
And with that hit by pitch we saw there, Gary, now 2 runners on base. And it's got to be in his mind a little bit right now that he's got to be careful, but he can't be afraid to pitch inside.
And Steve, after hitting that batter, what he's done as a pitcher is he's really set up an entirely different inning here.
Well, that's right. It's real opportunity for the hitter because he knows that maybe the pitcher won't come inside, worried about hitting him. look for something away and drive it.
Shot back to first. One away. Look at the lineups who have been pounding the ball over the last 10 games, courtesy of State Farm. Number 1, the Red Sox. Second, the A's. Blue Jays third. Fourth, the Royals. And at number 5 on the list, the White Sox.
Both of these teams have been driving the ball over the last 10 games, hitting it out of the ballpark and doing it with the home run.
Ready with a 1-0. Swings, lines this one back up the middle. That gets down. The tying run coming up. And he's in there.
Well, real solid approach, trying to work gap to gap up the middle of the field. Gets a fastball in the outer third of the plate, but able to stay on it and get himself a base hit to center.
And it's gob batting. All important production at this point in the ball. Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. That's 2 gone.
And now a chance to see where the Red Sox sit in the American League rankings. First in batting average with runners in scoring position, second best in hits, and they're ranked third in batting average. Really a tribute to the depth of this lineup and the ability for all of these guys to put the ball in play.
And we've got Andrus batting. Called out on strikes in his last appearance. Inside for a ball, evens the count at 1.
Now trying to catch the hitter off balance, trying to lock him up, throwing that curveball in the inner part of the plate.
That one swung on, hit in the air. And it's in there, the tying run on board. Now here comes a runner for the plate. And he'll come in to score. And the runner from first scores. Take the risk, and sometimes it pays off, and it does there.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's a risk. There's no question about it. He got in safely, but I have to consider whether it's a risk worth taking. That's just batter versus pitcher right now, Gary.
Very important production we've seen. They still need some more, but they're starting to get it done.
Now, Gary, you know what? They're chipping away.
He sends this one in the air towards center. The dive, and he's got it. What a catch. They pick up 3 here on 3 hits and strand 1. Boston, now they're trying to put some pressure on and cut into that. And for those of you catching up with us, hi, I'm Gary Thorne along with John Kruk and Steve Phillips, bringing you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. It's going to be DeJesus, still without a hit yet in the game. He'll get another chance here. Swings and misses at the fastball, 0-1.
Well, that's some kind of pitching. You set up the target on the outside corner, and he paints the black with it. Awfully tough when you have that kind of location.
DeJesus again fouling that one off.
Well, the pitcher did exactly what he wanted to do on that 0-2 count. He wanted him to swing the bat.
Swing and a ball drilled down the right field line. That one's into the corner, and it hits the foul pole. Goodbye, home run. And now the lead is up to 2. The solo home run, a bit of a padding. Little warm-up action going in the bullpen. That's a right-hander up and throwing.
Well, they're going to wait for the right-handed hitter on deck to get announced, and then they'll probably make the move to the pen. All right, now Toronto's got to be pretty darn happy with their offensive approach.
Collier is going to come on as a pinch hitter.
Well, in this situation, coming into the game a little bit cold, you're going to do anything you can to get on base. You need base runners.
Foul ball! That's a foul ball. He deals. Swung on the fastball, couldn't get to it, 0-2.
Well, as a hitter, when a guy has a good fastball, you think you have to swing a lot harder to try to catch up with it.
On the ground to second. Andrus with a pickup.
You're in there.
In time for the out. Anaga up at the plate. Grounded out last time. Here we go. Here's the first pitch. There's a swing and a drive. Deep right field. And that's the third out. That'll do it. So they pick up a run on the home. Brower gets a shot here. He's ready to give his best at bat right here. First position, home half of the ninth. That misses inside, 1-0.
Pitching wise, you want to make them earn it, force them to get a base hit right here, force them to put it in play, throw strikes.
The 1-0 pitch. Fastball just misses, and he falls behind 2-0.
Well, he hasn't offered at either of the first pitches, and he's been right in that decision. I think he's going to try to force this guy
Towards the middle. Anaga. And his throw is in time for out number 1.
One out here in the ninth inning. They still need 2, so they need to get people on and advance base runners. Do what they have to do to get runners in scoring position and hope they run into that clutch base hit, Gary.
It's Harrison at the plate. He's had 1 hit 4 times up. First pitch on the way. Curveball, that's in the dirt for a ball. He delivers. That one swung on, hit in the air to deep right center field. In there, and this is going to be trouble. He's thinking 3 here. There's the throw. He's safe at third base. No play to be made.
Well, he shoots this one out towards the wall, and he's thinking triple. All the way. No hesitation running the bases. He cuts them perfectly. And with 1 out, let's see how they're going to pitch to the next guy.
We've got Ellerton in the batter's box. Now, all of a sudden, this team's got the tying run, Steve, at the plate.
And with first base open, we're going to have to see how the pitcher wants to handle this.
Probably thinking about the matchups here as we check the bullpen. Left-handers throwing.
Oh, that's right. I think they're getting him loosened up to face the hitter in the on-deck circle.
This one foul back.
Oh!
Cutter thought he had him, but it's 1-2.
A cut fastball up and in. That's exactly where you want to go. Good discipline by the hitter because he couldn't do anything with that pitch.
Cutter almost rung him up, but it's 2-2. This is swung on, lifted to deep right field. As he retreats, here comes the runner for the plate. And a run comes home.
Well, it's moments. Like this that makes you just love the game of baseball.
Bottom half of the last inning. This is what you live for. Move to the front of your seat and take a look.
Now, Gary, this is why you buy a ticket and come to the game. 2 of the best squaring off. Let's see who can win.
And swung on a playable fly ball for the final out.
The offense got it done on the top, and the pitching got it done on the bottom half. And celebration as they head back to the clubhouse.
Now we got the highlights. I want to show you who we're giving this Player of the Game award to.
Well, you know what they say, that everyone loves to see the long ball when you come to a game, and he certainly gave the fans what they wanted to see. He's got to be feeling pretty good about himself.
And they come into hostile territory, Steve, and take this one by 1 run.
Well, both teams had a chance to win it. Goes down to the very end, but the visiting club outplayed them.
And that's Bullen batting now. Well, the Angels won their last game. Now find themselves on top 2-1 with a chance to take the series 3 out of 4 against the Jays. A smash to first. And he'll step on the bag. That'll be the first out. We hope you can't get enough baseball. There'll be more this Saturday. The New York Yankees are roadbound. They take their game to Boston to challenge the Red Sox at Fenway. That'll be a 7 p.m. start.
Well, Gary, fans are going to want to tune into that one because I think that's got a chance to be a heck of a ball game.
2 away. It's going to be DeJesus. He singled his last trip. First pitch on the way. That one swung on, hit in the air. And that's going to do it in this half inning. Amazingly fast inning. And if you're just joining in, Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Crunk bringing you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. Friel at the plate. Last time up, flew out to left center. And it's starting to head out towards the wall. He's thinking extra bases.
A chance here to take a look at the Los Angeles Angels and how they rank in the American League right now. Second batting average with runners in scoring position. Third in runs. They also show up in the top 5 in team batting.
Swinging a drive, deep left center. And it gets down. That should bring Friel in. And this rolls all the way to the wall. And he's heading for third. And Friel comes in to score. Well, that pitch was upstairs, but he went up there and got it.
A nice piece of hitting. Got up on top of that ball and drove it.
Cleveland at the plate now. It is a difficult task in trying to get back. He sends this one in the air towards center. And Helton's there. That's one away. Britton at the plate. Hasn't gotten a hit yet today. We'll see what he can do here. Now the first pitch. It's fouled away. The pitch. Oh, and he lays off the fastball. Good pitch, 1-1.
Well, that pitch right there just seemed to get away from the pitcher, took off on it. Looked like he tried to overthrow that a little bit.
Good moving cutter. And it's 1-2 now.
On this 1-2 count, the batter has to protect the plate. The numbers indicate he's willing to chase if you throw it out of the zone.
Hit in the air to left center. 2 men have been put away. Your team leaders for batting average with runners in scoring position, brought to you by State Farm. Number 1, the Red Sox. Second, the Angels. White Sox third. Fourth, the Orioles. And at number 5 on the list, the Rays.
Well, they've been able to drive in some runs because they're swinging the bat well with runners in scoring position, finding the right approach, being patient, waiting for a pitch to hit, and then trying to put it in play and not do too much.
Swung on. That's going to be hit foul. Long fly ball left side. Swings, lines this one back up the middle. And he's out at first. What an out. Well, they score once on 2 hits, 1 man left. Angels doing a nice job as they start to work their way back. Due up 6, 7, 8 in the lineup. And we've got Helton batting. He's going to lead off the home half of the 8th. And he starts him out. Took something off, and it swung on and missed. 0-1.
Well, you talk about a big rip at such a slow pitch. Comes up empty.
Here's a swing and a ground ball. And Hatterberg picks it up. And that sets down Helton.
I've got a moment to see how the Blue Jays are doing this year rank-wise in the American League. First in runs, first in stolen bases, and the number 2 team in batting average. Goes a long way to scoring runs. So many good hitters in this lineup hitting for a high batting average. See if they can continue it through the year.
The pitch. It's strike 1. Can't make contact on the fastball. Good hard slider, swung on and missed. 0-2.
Well, you see that pitch coming in, and it starts at the center of the plate, and all of a sudden, as soon as you start your swing, that's when that slider starts breaking away, gets out of the strike zone away. He can't stop his swing and swings and misses.
And he pops it up. Should have room back there. And at first, that one was going to look playable, but nothing doing. It got away.
Well, the pitcher did exactly what he wanted to do on that 0-2 count. He wanted him to swing the bat, and he did, but he just fouled it off. Great piece of hitting.
Hit on the ground towards second. Brocious. And the throw beats him to the bag. He is out at first. Collier is the batter now. He homered back in the third. And here's the first one. Smash towards the middle. And Hatterberg there to retire the side. No scoring here. Bando up now. Grounded out his last time through. He deals. Looked like the cutter that time for a called strike.
Nobody out here in the ninth. You know what they're trying to do. They need to get somebody on and bring the tying run to the plate. That's absolutely critical because that will put pressure on the pitcher.
Hit in the air to center field. That gets down. The tying run coming up.
Well, that pitch down and away is the toughest in the game to hit. A perfect pitch from the pitcher. Great piece of hitting.
And keep that in mind next time around. We'll see whether or not. There's a swing and a smash. That's one down. And he'll go back to first.
Well, you went late inning fireworks. We've got it right here.
He was a strikeout victim last time through the lineup. And here's the first one. And he lays off the pitch outside and low, ball one.
We have to remember these middle relievers, they're not used to coming in and throwing over 45 pitches, but that's where he's at right now. You might see his control run away from him a little bit right here.
Fastball just misses. He runs it to 3-0. Guidry gets called on to take over the mound duties. He comes in to close for Toronto.
Well, in the late innings, now it's time for the managers to match wits to see who can best utilize his bench and his bullpen to win this game.
Serta in the batter's box.
Well, late in the game right here, I mean, you look for mistakes, you look for what you can capitalize on. And that walk now is the tying run on base.
This one's grounded near third, foul. Now what you're looking for, Steve, that ground ball, so that walk that we saw earlier doesn't hurt you.
Well, that's right. As a hitter, you're looking for him to get a ball up in the zone that you can drive and try to hit it off the wall to drive in that run.
Oh, my, is he wild right now? That could be trouble. So they can't make the play.
Well, listen, it's all about advancing base runners in the game. You got to make plays defensively, but that error cost him, and it came out of his hand wrong, and the ball sailed on him.
The 2-2 pitch. This one's grounded to second. Picked up by Helton. In time for the out. And they score him.
Well, they're able to get the out at first base, but I'm not sure they shouldn't have tried to cut down the runner at the plate. Good hitters just thrive in situations like this.
And he's got a chance here with a runner in scoring position, Steve, to get this thing knotted.
Well, the pitcher's got to find a way to retire this hitter and not let this run score.
Clutch at bat here. Oh, tough one to lay off right there, that fastball, 1-2.
Well, that's the pitch you want for the ground ball out, that two-seam fastball at the bottom of the strike zone. Just couldn't quite catch the plate. Good eye by the hitter. Well, Toronto comes away with the win, Gary. They did what they needed to do to pull this one out and have to be feeling pretty good about the way they played today.
And it's that time at our broadcast where we bestow upon some lucky winner the player of the game on.
When a lot of guys hit meaningless home runs that don't decide the game, have nothing to do with the outcome of the game, but not in this one. He had only that one hit, but that home run sealed the deal for his team. You can't find a more appropriate reason to be named the player of the game.
And Steve, that ought to send these folks home happy.
Oh, no question about it. They get the win.
Woolen. At the plate now. A terrific talent for this team. Here's the pitch. It's fouled off. Pitch on the way. Swings, and there's a drive. Very high, very deep, right center field. And he drops back to the warning track to pull it in. Yes, up now. He has the highest average on the team. Now the first pitch. Hit up the middle. He caught it. Oh, that was headed right for the pitcher. Good, quick reaction. He got it.
What a play by the pitcher right there. He should have seen it. I think he had to close his eyes to make that catch.
It's going to be DeJesus. Reached on an error and later scored last time through the lineup. Lined hard down the left field line. And in there, second hit for him in the ball game in his fourth plate appearance. Take a look at what's coming up for the Royals. Tonight's game, the last against Toronto. There's another stop on the road trip. The Tigers hosting that one. That's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Then they'll go up against the White Sox for a division matchup. That team trumped them in their last set of games. Well, not too bad a schedule for them coming up. They'll be looking for some W's. Aguila into the batter's box. It's the Kansas City Royals. They come on. Swung on. That is hit. He dives. He's up with it. Throw got him. That is one heck of a play. Quick half inning there. It's over. 5 pitches. And coming up. And in the batter's box, it's Abreu. He bounced out his last time. And starts him out here.
Foul!
Abreu will foul that one away. Contreras too far outside with it. That's a ball.
I think right now, when you're up by a run in the 7th inning, you've shortened the game. You've got the lead. You want to throw strikes. Do not.
Headed for the middle. De Jesus. And that'll retire Abreu.
Let's take a look where the Kansas City Royals rank right now in the American League. 6th in batting average. 6th in batting average with runners in scoring position. And they're in the top 10 in on-base percentage, which is a big part of their offensive production. Getting guys.
There's a hard comebacker right through the center. And Blanco set down. And in the batter's box, it's Davidson. He homered back in the 3rd. First pitch on the way. Swung, ground ball to short. Anaga throws to first in time. That's 3 down. And nothing across here in this half of the inning. Toronto not letting this lead go. Epps at the plate. He's going to get things started off for us here after the 7th inning stretch. Collier will grab a bat and hit here.
It's nice to have somebody coming off the bench that can run a little bit. He can come in and pinch run, or he can get a rally started and potentially score a big run in a situation. Well, that's going to leave a mark right there. A big old welt on him. He's going to need some ice when he gets back to the dugout.
It's going to be De Jesus. Oh, he takes off for second. Oh, and he takes off for second. Oh, he has thrown it away. Safe all around. Here it comes. And that one fouled off by De Jesus. And the question after you've hit a batter like we've seen here, Steve, is as a pitcher getting your focus back.
Yeah, but listen, it's only one run around. Take a deep breath, get yourself back and settle down a little bit and make sure you're right.
Well, he finished that one off with a strikeout. Nice pitch. Had a couple of hits, 4 trips to the plate. 2 outs and a runner on second. Well, you see something new in this game every day, Steve. They're going to intentionally put him on to face one of the best hitters in the game.
You've got to really question this strategy, Gary. I mean, I don't know why you do this unless perhaps maybe you saw something in the scouting report. They better hope it doesn't backfire.
Enough. And he got good wood up the middle. Davidson, he'll throw on to first, and that'll do it for this half inning. Well, they can't push any across here in this half of the inning. Blue Jays, 4. And Aubrey at the plate. He'll lead it off here, inning number 8.
With the bases empty, there's nobody to drive in. He has to get.
Smash towards the middle, and it's in there, the tying run on board. Halfway through, here's the Eastern Division standings as we see it on the State Farm standings board. Blue Jays out in front, first place. In second place, the Yankees. Red Sox in third. Orioles fourth. And it's the Rays in the last slot. De Jesus Jr. is up now. He'll be seeking his first hit of the game. Not a lot of luck so far. Hullard gets the call to come in and take the baseball. He'll be relieving for the Blue Jays now. This one hit, and a long foul ball down the left side. Curveball got him, one away.
Let's see the K-cam on this 12-6 curveball. Well, that's a big out right there. Now the double play ball, Gary, can get him out of the inning and preserve the one-run lead.
Aldridge up now. Took a called third strike in his last time up. Checks him at first. First base trying to keep him close. And the first pitch lays off that one inside. Ball one.
Well, a good pitch right there. He tried to get one in on his hands, but he just missed, though, in off the plate. Great pitch.
1-0 pitch, a curveball. That breaks outside, 2-0. That swung on and flied to right. 2 down. Here we have a look at the teams getting on base the most often for the month. Brought to you by State Farm. The Orioles, number 1. The Red Sox, second. The Royals, third. Fourth, the Jays. And at number 5, it's the Angels.
Over the last month of the season, both of these teams have had a real tough approach at the plate. Everybody is scratching and clawing to try to find a way to get on base. If they don't get a base hit, they're willing to take a walk and really making the pitchers work.
Swinging a drive, deep left center. And it's up against the wall. He's around third, and he's heading home. And he scores, and we are tied. A highlight reel play right here. This is the head-first attempt at third.
Well, the quickest way between 2 points is a straight line. He goes diving directly into the bag to make it in there.
And he'll start things off, bottom half, 8th inning. The first pitch. Swung on, line to right field.
I've got a moment to see how the Blue Jays are doing this year rank-wise in the American League. First in stolen bases, second in home runs, and they're number 2 in runs scored. An offense that continues.
He swings now and really hit that. One away. The runner's tagging from first. It's going to be DeJesus. He had a single in his last time up. One down, runner at first. First pitch on the way. This one's pretty well hit to deep left center. That's 2 gone. And they'll hold him at first base.
Well, I followed the scouting reports. They moved the outfielders back before the play, and they were in exactly the right position to be able to make the catch. Good coaching.
It's going to be Gagne. Grounded out last time. Davidson throws on to first in time to retire the side. No runs. Ferniak is batting. He's going to start the 9th inning. He homered back in inning number 2. Had a couple of hits, 4 trips to the plate. Here's the first pitch. Took something off, and it swung on and missed. 0-1.
That first pitch is critical. In these key at-bats, you want to work ahead in the count.
Oh, DeJesus running.
You know, fastball in the high 80s isn't overpowering, but it's not always about velocity. Sometimes it's about location. He knows how to use that fastball.
Fastball swung out and missed, and the side's retired. So they can't push any across here in this half of the inning. Tied here. If you are just tuning in, hi, Gary Thorne along with John Crux, Steve Phillips. Bottom half extra inning. Potential go-ahead run standing at the plate.
Now, Gary, both guys know a walk-off homer wins it. The fans want it to end.
Swing and a liner to right center. And he's on the potential winning run. Get ready. He's going to try to stretch it. Little warm-up action going in the bullpen. That's a right-hander up and throwing.
Well, they're going to wait for the right-handed hitter on deck to get announced, and then they'll probably make the move to the pen.
Yes. Oh, he's trying to steal second. There's a swing and a drive, deep right field. As he retreats back for it and gets the out.
Well, they followed the advanced scouting reports to a T. They played the outfielders back that time, and he hit it right into the teeth of the defense.
Hit on the ground. Picks it up. And he throws on to first. That'll retire the side. No. Firm. Niak in the batter's box. Had a base hit his last time up. He's had one hit 4 times up. First pitch to him. Pulls it back in time. It's 1-0. At the belt, the 1-0. There's contact. He drove it well. 2 away. And they just tried to hold him there at first. Cologne is up now.
Well, in the late innings, now it's time for the managers to match wits to see who can best utilize his bench and his bullpen to win this game.
Got a couple of RBIs thus far.
Well,
There he goes for second. Swing and a ball popped foul to the left side. He's running towards second. And he fouls off another one. There he goes towards second. Oh, he's got it. And he'll step on first to retire the side. No run. And in the batter's box, it's Davidson. Drove in a run earlier in the game. He's looking for hit number 5 in the ballgame. Here's the pitch. A swing and a foul off to the right side. Oh, he's running, taking off. He swings. He hits this one deep into left field. On his way back at the wall. Goodbye, home run. A game-winning shot.
walk-off win for the home team, getting it done in extraordinary fashion. Everybody celebrating.
Yeah, we like to recognize outstanding performances in our game, so let's do it right now with our Player of the Game award.
Well, to say this was an impressive performance, Gary, would be an understatement. It was like watching a guy who knew every pitch the pitcher was throwing. Maybe the catcher was giving him the signs. Who knows? He was hitting the ball to all fields, and that adage, he hit them where they ain't, that's what happened today.
And, Steve, that ought to send these folks home happy.
Oh, no question about it. They get the win in a close game, a lot of excitement and enthusiasm, and ready for the next one.
So glad you could join us. For Steve.